All right. So, as most of you as most of you people know, we've been spending the last few months on, in a filler arc in the anime, and this episode, episode 413, was the last of them. Thank God, we're finally going back to canon next week. And as for this episode, it pretty much answered a lot of the questions as to like, okay, well, all right, well, how with only one episode are they going to do finish the second exam and do the third exam? Simply put, they canceled the third exam and just said, all right, each Kage is going to make a decision on whether or not to promote you, depending on your performance in the second exam, since we have detailed reports on everything. And saw some and which produced some pretty interesting moments. Like we went to the Rain Village and got to see how the group of Rain Ninja got promoted, and apparently it was the very first mission. Now, of course, this was something that obviously is filler because we didn't. There was I don't think it was in the manga. They mentioned how the one girl who ends up becoming a pain body, the one that was we saw in the guy's vision, or when they went into the one guy's mind, was carrying the one pain body girl, and that was a little thing. And then the other, we also see the friggin', the waterfall ninja, which was who was Fu, and brings the tragic climax to her story. Because on their way back to the village, guess who they get stopped by? You don't want to give a guess?
Well, I'm guessing one of the Akatsuki beats the crap out of her, and
Well, no, you don't see anything happen. All you see is, well, what the encounter is this: they get stopped by the immortal pair,
oh,
and she's like, "Oh," and because as Hidan, yeah, I think it was Hidan, or no, Kakuzu. Kakuzu is from the Hidden Waterfall. She's like, "Oh, you're from the Hidden. I've heard about you. You were from the Hidden Waterfall too. Let's be friends." And he's like, "We're not here to be friends." And then she just has this, ominous look on her face, saying, "Oh, that's a shame." And you pretty much know what happens after that. They don't show it, but you pretty much know what happens.
uh,
And it's tragic because, like I said, one of the things that this arc actually did right, good. The only thing good about this arc was it made me really feel for the character of Fu and really feel bad for her. No, you know, given her circumstances. Next, we go on to probably one of the weirder things was the whole freaking okay as the Leaf Ninja. It's like, all right, there was like what I think 4 teams. One was some like was a team with just random ninja, Leaf Ninja. Obviously they didn't pass, and and then she saves. First, she announces, you know, um, what's my team, the team 10 and team Asuna, which at the current moment has Sakura on it, that they passed. The random team didn't pass, and then they save Team Guy for last. And they're like, oh, 10-10, Lee, you guys become tuning. And they're like, yay, but wait a minute, what about Neji? This most stupid. Now, before, she's like, based on what I've been told by the hope that Kazekage, you did so well. You're being doubly promoted to Jonin, and that was because he pretty much saved the day. Because when this guy was trying to friggin' steal the Shikaku, he also at the same time tried to steal the seven-tailed beast at the same time because she came to try and rescue him, and then Neji friggin' helped save them both, and somehow and his judgment in the situation apparently warranted him being double promoted straight from getting to Jonin,
oh please, I'm sure it didn't happen like
which
that.
is obviously because arc
Mm-hmm. Do we disconnect? What's the time? 2:40. Yeah, this is too much. Yeah.
What the hell?
Oh. All right. Let's finish this review and yeah.
Alright. So, um, basically, like I said, the only thing left for me to really say is that the arc didn't need to be this long. It was unnecessary. I mean, we had nearly 5. If the arc would have lasted another week, we would have had 5 whole months worth of Naruto Shippuden episodes dedicated to a filler arc that wasn't needed, which is ridiculous because they spent too much. Like they tried to spend time focusing on giving each of the major characters of the Leaf Village main characters to try and give them their own episodes that let them shine, and then they dealt with their own personal issues, and some of them even had like 2 or 3 episodes, and they kept switching back and forth, and it was just like freaking pulling my hair out at like how ridiculous. But see the thing, because it was done horribly, it honestly insulted the name of the tuning exam arc. Because that arc was good, was the most is probably still one of my favorite arcs of Naruto, and had a lot. Like it was long. It was probably I mean it was longer than this,
Yeah.
and but it was did it right.
Oh yeah.
But
Chunin
this was just
exams, in my
pointless.
opinion, is by far the best.
But it was just like it just ruined it because it just the way they executed it. And if it like I probably wouldn't have watched it if it wasn't like I mean I just if it wasn't for frick like I said the only redeeming quality is we got this some of the one like some of the Leaf getting becoming tuning I cared about like I wanted to see more Neji. I was actually I wanted to see more Hinata, and pretty much the only one like I didn't need to see friggin' more Lee. He had enough time. Don't care for Tintin whatsoever. Sakura, who gives a fuck? But because she's one of the technically considered one of the main characters, had to be given time. I didn't want to see Kiba because he's stupid and crusty as all hell. Like really, bitch, please get out of here.
Hmm.
And that's pretty much it. Like all the other major Leaf Genin, I wanted to see more of because they were either interesting or we needed to see more. Neji, especially wanted more because he's not in the story anymore.
Right.
So, and the whole fact, the other redeeming quality is like I said, the whole Fu aspect. She was she was well done character, and it's just like I said, it only made it more. The animators made you really like the character, which made it even all more tragic that you knew, oh well, she's destined to die, she's dead.
Uh huh.
So that's so overall, the episode itself was if the arc was overall, I would have to say is a meh or subpar.